get a lot of women asking me about how to navigate a relationship with a friend or family member who recently experienced a pregnancy loss and feels really uncomfortable being around the woman's baby. This is really common, and it's something that sadly I have a lot of experience with. I've had, some close friends, some family members have stillbirths, miscarriages when I had my son. And so I navigated having my son around them, in some cases seeing how uncomfortable it made them. And on some situations I couldn't even look at my son. So I experienced that. And then I recently had a miscarriage. And of course I have a child, so I feel like for me personally, I wonder if the pain that I'm feeling is maybe a little bit less intense than the pain that they felt because they didn't have a child at all during that time. But even now, even with my son, I get really triggered when I hear the news of loved ones who are pregnant or seeing pictures of their new babies or being around their babies. Of course, I'm happy for them and it's not personal at all, but it's just really triggering for me. So that's my long way of getting to how to navigate that relationship. You want to navigate it really, really gently. If you're the one that's pregnant or you're the one that has a baby and you're figuring out how to support your friend who had that loss, you want to do it very, very gently and on their terms. Really continually honing in on the fact that their reaction to you and or your baby is not at all personal. I can almost guarantee that they are happy for you. They don't wish you to feel the pain that they feel. They are just triggered because you have the one thing that they want so badly. So again, understand that it's not personal. They love you. They might just have a hard time being around you. So, okay, how to navigate this relationship specifically. So again, let her lead the way. The best person to provide insight about how to support your friend is your friend. So I recommend asking her to have, a one-on-one sit down or a phone call and just asking her straight up, how can I support you? I want to be there for you. I don't want to be someone that unintentionally causes you more pain. What can I do? And she might not have any ideas in that moment, but let her know, please think about it. Please let me know. I really want to support you in the way that you feel would be most supportive. So think about it. Something else that is really helpful is not bringing up your baby. Don't talk about motherhood. Don't talk about pregnancy. If she brings it up or she asks, of course, by all means, answer her questions or join in on the conversation that she brought up. But it's best if you're not the one to instigate a conversation about a topic that might be really painful for her to explore and discuss. Okay, give your friend or your family member an out in regards to social gatherings, which obviously in the day of COVID, we're not having as many of, but when the day comes where we have social gatherings again, give her an out. So something that happens sometimes when a friend is in a really, difficult position and they're asking for space is that people stop inviting them to things thinking, oh, they're not going to come anyway, and I don't want to make them feel pressured. But then sometimes it makes that person who's in pain feel left out. Like, I don't even have the choice now to join in. So something that can be really helpful is extending the invitation, but saying, look, I totally, if you want to come, please absolutely come. But if you don't feel comfortable coming, there's no hard feelings. I completely understand. The best choice is the choice that feels right for you. So give her the invitation, but also give her a clear out. And some people are inclined to be like, you don't have to come, but I really, really hope that you do. While of course the intention behind that is lovely, you want to see them, that put some social pressure on them. It makes them feel like you don't have to, but you really should. So again, just that clear out, like, I completely understand whatever you want to do. My feelings will not be hurt if you don't come to this. You can also send her regular, just like thinking of you texts. So a lot of women, especially if the pregnancy loss is fresh, I know for me, I really did not feel like talking to anybody unless I reached out to them. So every now and then I wanted to connect with usually like a fellow woman or my husband, but I would let them know that I wanted to talk. But typically, like, I didn't want somebody to call me when I was maybe crying or something like that. So texting is such a great way to reach out and say, I'm thinking of you. I love you. Here's some ideas of ways that, you know, I can support you, you know, bring you food, watch your child if they have a child, take you to a movie. So kind of give some ideas, but then also let them know, I am also fine if you do not respond to this text. I'm just letting you know that I'm here for you. Again, that takes off that social pressure of giving her something else that she needs to do. You know, if she is just in too much pain to respond to you, she might feel guilty if she doesn't respond. So again, the simple, I'm thinking of you, I love you, I'm here for you, but you don't need to respond to this, is such a lovely way to let her know that you're thinking about her, but you're not putting any pressure on her. Oh, something else that you can do, it's just like a little extra thoughtful thing, is to send her, you know, a little gift or a card. Can be so lovely. There is a company called Three Little Birds. I'm not affiliated with them. I just love them. Three Little Birds, and they have comfort boxes specifically for pregnancy loss that you can have sent to your friend. And there is a line of cards called hashtag Something else that you can do that's really lovely is have, you know, a gift or a card sent to her. There is an amazing company called Three Little Birds that have comfort boxes made specifically for women who are experiencing pregnancy loss. I'm not affiliated with them. I just think they're great. There is also an amazing line of cards. It's called hashtag I had a miscarriage. And they have really beautiful cards with sentiments that actually provide support to pregnant women. They don't have the platitudes like, it'll happen when it's supposed to, or this baby just wasn't meant to come to you, or things that people say, and they're trying to be thoughtful, but it's usually platitudes that just deepen our pain. So hashtag I had a miscarriage, those cards are spot on with their messages. Okay, I mentioned not bringing up your baby unless she does, not bringing up pregnancy, motherhood. Also letting her know that you are comfortable hearing about what she's going through. So many women experiencing pregnancy loss feel like they need to suffer in silence, like nobody really wants to hear about their pain, like it's a drag. But then there's like this death-colored elephant in the room. And it is painful for women experiencing that loss to feel like they can't openly talk about it. And they just have to be like, yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing? We want permission to talk about it. It's actually incredibly cathartic. So just let your friend know that, hey, I'm somebody that is comfortable talking about your pain and your experience. So reach out to me anytime you want to talk, because I am here for it. You can also call her baby by the baby's name. If she shared the name of the baby, use the baby's name. That will also make her feel seen and like her baby is acknowledged. And then finally, you don't have to feel guilty for your joy. You obviously, you didn't do anything wrong by having a healthy pregnancy, by having a baby. You do not have to feel any shame or guilt or anything like that. Allow yourself to be in that space of joy. And sometimes what you can do, because I remember after, having conversations with women that I knew were really uncomfortable with the fact that I had a son, or when I was pregnant, if they had their loss, my energy and my joy from my own experience would be somewhat dampened afterwards. And that was not at all their fault. That was just my thing. So what I would start to do is just for like 5 minutes after having that conversation, or really like going there with the woman that had the loss, I would just close my eyes, meditate, just envision this like love, light, joy over the blessing of, me having my son, to just kind of reset and get back into that space of gratitude and joy for my own experience with the birth of my son. That might help. That was just a personal thing that helped for me, but it can kind of help you reset and again, get back into that space of gratitude. I hope this helps. If you were somebody like me who recently experienced a pregnancy loss and you feel like, God, my friends and family just don't know how to support me, by all means, have them watch this video to get some tips. And if you're somebody that, has the joy of a pregnancy, a new baby, hopefully this can help you support those loved ones that are really needing your love right now. All right, let me know if you have any questions about this or anything else in the comments below.